Welcome to my presentation for Olympic English Round 2. I am Đặng Hoàng Nhân, private from 6th Company, 2nd Infantry Battalion. As you know, COVID is still a major problem, one that threatens the survival of our country. With the spread of the new Delta variant, bringing our economy shut down, job loss, fear and panic with nearly 15,000 deaths so far. The ultimate trial stands before the lives of every Vietnamese, and the most brutal front line is Ho Chi Minh City. I know I'm not painting a bright picture for the opening of my presentation here. COVID is quite a heavy subject, and I would do myself a disservice if I do not take it seriously. But it was during this darkest time that the image of Uncle Soldier shone the brightest. These days, our green uniform are a familiar sight in Ho Chi Minh City, on the road, between the alleys, behind trucks loaded with vegetables, rice, and medicine. These are the soldiers who have day and night been the defense, to prevent the threat of disease, to coordinate the enormous logistic network that not only bring the necessary provision to the isolated populace, but also medical supply for hospital as well. My CEO compared it to the ancient bicycle that had carried supply, food, weapon, and ammunition that had made the eventful victory possible. It's quite the story, shook the continent and rocked the globe, he said, and now it's been retold on the maze of Ho Chi Minh City. But then comes the ugliest part, those who have died. It was the green uniforms of Ho Chi Minh City commands who took up the task of burial, cremation, transporting a body and ashes, reaching the highest level of infection in order to bring some comfort to the grieving families. I've had the pleasure to be part of these forces before this presentation. All I did was unload a few packs of spinach here, a few bags of rice there, all small work sadly, but there is something rewarding seeing the happy faces of the people who receive those supplies. I felt like I want to do more and to do better. I'm sure there are many felt the same way from the stories I've heard. From the story of soldiers who use their raincoat to protect shipments, more willing to bear the cold than to allow damage to the supplies, to the story of soldiers from Gia Đình Regiment in Bình Tân helped deliver a baby right on the sidewalk because getting to the hospital was impossible. And went well, or round mother and square child, as they say. Their duties are not only limited to disease. Tales of soldiers arresting robbers and smugglers spread far and wide. Some were comrades from my old unit. These stories are everywhere, on every hot spot, on every road and alley, under the hot sun, the cold rain, day and night, for we are everywhere and at any time. So what is the problem here? If things are going so well, what's needed to be done? The problem is, with all the chaos of the pandemic, bad stuff get more headlines and views and clicks. People are upset and afraid. Even I am a little bit afraid. I've heard some of my friends got infected. I don't even know they're alive or dead, and it's hard to pay attention to the good stories. They get drowned out. My perspective is just one of tens of thousands men and women who are making greater sacrifices each day. This whole thing is far from over, and every day we are isolated, hope dies and disharmony rules. These stories are needed to be spread. These contributions seem small, but it's a collective effort. The solidarity, the unity that has made Vietnam people, its armed forces, the Communist Party stand up to the greatest challenge this century has ever known. Let's not give up just yet. For our motherland, every mission will be completed, every challenge will be overcome, and every enemy will be defeated. Let it only be said that the soldiers of Vietnam's Zero Army have carried out their duty with the highest sense of responsibility, courage, and distinction. Spread the stories. Let it be known. Thank you for your time.